Veteran today, and if you're in the area of a Veterans Day parade, be sure and take a moment and stop and show your support and your pride. See you later.
All season long, your team plays here.
Your sports leader, WOHS Shelby, WLON Lincoln, WCSL Cherryville Gastonia.
NCN News, I'm Brennan Dixon. Observances honoring American veterans living and dead are being held across the country. Vietnam vet Doug Bright really appreciates the recognition.
It makes me feel really good. I didn't think about it when I was serving, but after you finish serving and to know that the country appreciates your service, it makes you feel really good.
President Obama will lay a wreath at the Tomb of the Unknowns at Arlington National Cemetery at 11 a.m. today. U.S. Marines are now in the typhoon-stricken town of Tacloban in the central Philippines. Brigadier General Paul Kennedy said there's air power in Manila. He's called in to help for missing residents.
I've got 4 C-130s, I've got some P-3 aircraft for search, and I've got some helicopters and MV-22 Ospreys coming in.
North Carolinians from Boone-based Samaritan's Purse are also in the Philippines to assist with disaster relief efforts. Veterans are returning from defending our country, but many of them do not have jobs waiting on U.S. soil. U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs Director of Research and Development, Dr. Timothy O'Leary, says educating employers about veterans is a key factor going forward.
We need to understand that diseases such as PTSD are a normal response to an abnormal situation.
O'Leary said the unemployment rate for returning veterans is over 10%. While finding skilled workers for open positions is a key factor in any economy, there's projected to be a major shortfall in STEM fields, according to Bayer Crop Science spokesperson Ingie Dannenberg. Dannenberg says it is important to get elementary-age students involved with science, technology, engineering, and math.
We need to keep pushing forward and doing things to engage children in STEM and STEM-related work.
According to Dannenberg, RTP is projected to have 229,000 new STEM jobs by 2018, and currently there are nearly 4 million open STEM positions across the U.S. You're listening to NCN News.
Hank and Tiny here with another installment of the Country Astronomer.
Evening.
You know, we're usually the last folks to get space-age technology, but Exceed Internet came to us first. Exceed delivers a high-speed satellite internet connection.
No matter where folks live.
Now I hear city people can get Exceed.
I suppose that's fine. We can share.
Sure. Tiny, tell folks how they can get Exceed.
Well, go to Exceed.com for all the skinny. EXEDE.com. It's available throughout North Carolina.
And don't forget, it's from space.
Actual speeds may vary, not available in all areas.
Geico presents 15 Minutes to Weather the Storm. I'm Tom Jeans. Thunderstorms are known to pop up across North Carolina all the time during the year. If you're driving during a thunderstorm, pull safely onto the shoulder of the road, make sure you're away from any trees or tall objects that could fall on the vehicle, and stay in the car and turn the emergency flashers on until the heavy rain subsides. That's 15 minutes to weather the storm. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. Call 1-800-947-AUTO or visit geico.com.
This week on CMT Radio Insider, how early is too early to put up your Christmas tree? Find out which member of Lady Antebellum is already stringing up the lights. Plus, Dierks Bentley on the joys of fatherhood with his new son, Knox.
Do a little diaper change and right away fires off and leaves a trail all over the wall next to the changing table.
And Keith Urban gives us an update on American Idol auditions on the next CMT Radio Insider.
CMT Radio Insider, Monday afternoons at 1 o'clock, right here at Big O Country, 1390 AM WOHS, 1050 AM WLON, 1590 AM WCSL, online at kdcbroadcasting.com.
For complete body work on cars, trucks, vans, sport utility vehicles, and more, see Randy Britton at Randy's Body Shop on the Delview Road in Cherryville. Randy's Body Shop in Cherryville can take care of your insurance claims, too. From a scratch to a dent, they do complete body repair work. Call 704-435-4656, and you get a free estimate at Randy's Body Shop, 818 Delview Road in Cherryville. Call 704-435-4656. That's 704-435-4656.
At McKinney
Industries, service is a top priority. Their fully trained staff all ride the products they offer to ensure that you get the best service possible. They have an 18,000 square foot facility filled with a huge selection of motorcycles, four-wheelers, jet skis, and more. On the water, street, or off-road, they do it all. McKinney Salinas Power Sports is your officially licensed Suzuki, Honda, and Kawasaki dealer. 4804 Wilkinson Boulevard. Call 704-824-2787 or online at mscycles.com.
We'll see plenty of sunshine today with a few high clouds here and there as highs reach about 56 to 61. Tonight should be fair to partly cloudy, a little chilly with lows in the mid to upper 30s. Then on Tuesday, we'll see increasing cloudiness. We'll have a chance of some sprinkles or light rain after midday, and then maybe a few flurries or light snows briefly possible later in the afternoon or evening. Highs tomorrow ranging from upper 40s north to upper 50s in southern parts of the state. Temperatures, though, falling through the afternoon. I'm meteorologist Mike Moss in the Weather Center.
Fall is here. Is it time for a new furnace or heat pump for your home or business? Do you want more comfort from your heating system? Trane and Forest City Heating and Air can help. Together, Trane and Forest City Heating and Air provide the most reliable heating systems in the world, bringing you quality, comfort, and guaranteed satisfaction. Trane and Forest City Heating and Air are offering special year-round Trane Comfort Specialist financing specials to make your purchase so easy and your family so comfortable. Call Forest City Heating and Air, your local Trane Comfort Specialist dealer, serving Cleveland and Rutherford counties for over 30 years with all of your home comfort needs. Phone 828-245-1379. Remember, it's hard to stop a train. See your participating independent Trane dealer or visit Trane.com for complete program eligibility dates, details, and restrictions.
Today's high school football broadcast is being brought to you in part by your local Jack in the Box. Visit your nearest Jack in the Box anytime, 24 hours a day. The dining room is open till midnight, Sunday through Thursday, and 24 hours on Friday and Saturday. And of course, the drive-thru is open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. For breakfast, lunch, or dinner, it's Jack in the Box, 3618 East Franklin Boulevard in Gastonia, 455 Earl Road in Shelby, and 102 College View Road in Dallas.
For new or used auto parts for your fixer-upper or other vehicle, trust Kenny Stevens at Stevens Motors on Boy Scout Road in Krause. Stevens Motors has original parts or can get you a quality replacement part quickly and at a great price. If you need a battery, ask Kenny Stevens and he'll find the right battery at a low, low price. Stevens Motors, open Monday through Saturday, 1934 Boy Scout Road in Krause, just off Highway 150 Lincoln Bypass. Call 704-735-1795 for Stevens Motors. And good morning. It's time now for the Community Profile on this Monday morning, the 11th of November. Happy Veterans Day to everyone. Sandy Alexander is in the house along with yours truly, Milton Baker. Sandy, co-host and executive producer of the program. Good morning, Sandy.
Good morning, Milton.
And it's so nice to have with us our special guest today.
If you
would please introduce them for us.
I'll be glad to. From the Alexander Youth Network, Miss Spencer Locker and Cindy Aquero. I said it right.
Yes.
Thank goodness. But we're glad to have you here with us today. And I know Spencer and I have emailed back and forth, and my computer's having issues, so I appreciate you bringing the information you did with you today. But I did read it. And so glad to have you here, and I want you to tell the people exactly what this Alexander Youth Network is, if they don't know.
We have been in the North Carolina, in the Charlotte area for 125 years. We have been focusing on behavioral health care for children since the 1940s, and that is our mission today. We served just about 7,500 children last year in North Carolina, and we have a day treatment in Shelby on South Post Road, and we also have one in Gaston County on Dallas Cherryville Road in Dallas. And so we have the kids who have behavioral issues. A lot of them have been abused, traumatized, neglected, and they come to us for treatment instead of their regular homeschool.
Okay. And so instead of going to school each day,
they come to
there.
us. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And their average stay is about 6 to 8 months. They actually come in, and we have academics provided to them from the school systems, but then we work with them in terms of the therapy that they need to hopefully heal whatever the issue is.
And what are some of the issues you see with the children? I mean,
Let you answer that.
Yeah.
We see quite a bit of neglect,
Mm-hmm.
abuse, just the entire setting. Usually, we at some point in time, all of our children have either experienced trauma, abuse, neglect, and what we try to do is meet with them where that happened.
Mm-hmm.
And because usually where that happened is where you'll start seeing the behavior issues. It makes them that they're not able to attend a regular setting school where, standard set in the classroom 6 hours a day. So therefore they come to us, and they, as Spencer said, they get 2 hours of academics, an hour to 2 hours of academics while they're in day treatment with us. That is provided by Cleveland County Schools and or Gaston County. And then we, the other part of the time we spend bonding with those children, finding out what's going on, where did the trauma happen, where did they start making significant changes. Might be parents have divorced or no parents, one parent, foster care. We find out where their trauma has happened, and we begin there to begin to heal them so that they'll eventually return back to their regular school setting.
Yeah. And these children are referred to you by other schools or Department of Social Services?
It can be any of the above. It's Cleveland County Schools or Gaston County Schools. It can be a service provider that maybe provides intensive home or something to that effect. DJJ, Department of Social Services, it's when a child is in need of our services, they're referred to us.
Now, you say you work with them 2 hours academic a day, and then the rest is therapeutic, more or less. Right. And then once they attend there, like 6 to 8 months, did you say, they're able then maybe to return back into the school setting?
That is definitely our goal.
And now, on the chance that they're not ready, do you keep them then, or what's step 2 then after that?
We provide more services at that point in time. If we see that day treatment itself is not providing enough services, we might, Alexander and or other services agencies have intensive in-home, as Spencer was speaking about, that they can go into the home, work directly with the family. Yeah. We also have MST. Then we would offer different services, outpatient therapy, different things to try to help just to surround this child with as many services that will help them to heal. In the event that services have all been depleted, and then we might would look at a higher level of care.
We do have a residential program in Charlotte on our what we call our main campus, and that we can take up to 36 children, and they stay there 24/7. So Alexander is just kind of known for their array of services. It's not like you have to leave our services and go somewhere else to get what you need. We really offer the whole array of services so that the children really have that consistency. And then the people that they know, a lot of it is about relationships and the therapists that get to know them. A lot of the children, the adults that they've known in their lives have let them down. And so a big part of this is the relationships that they build with the therapist and with the teachers to just be a consistency that they need to help the healing.
And is this a kindergarten through 12th grade?
It goes all the way to 12th grade, yes. So we're...
Any particular age group that is more likely to come to you for?
Our middle school, we have a high rate of middle schoolers. Less in the younger ones, and then more in the older ones.
Yeah. So. And so, as you said, you're a day, just like they would go to school for a regular day. Then they go back home. They go to foster care, whatever it might be.
Some are guardians, some are grandparents, single mothers.
Are you funded by county monies, or how do you operate? Where do you get the money to operate?
Medicaid.
We are a nonprofit organization, yes, and Medicaid, and we work through partners.
Okay.
The MCO for our county.
Okay.
We submit to them.
Do you your staff? Is it a staff of teachers or people who are specially trained to work with these types of children?
We have clinicians in our classroom, and they are trained. They go through an extensive 2-week training on main campus. We follow the NMT model. That's neurosequential model of therapy. Bruce Perry is the head of that, and we coordinate with him quite a bit. And it talks about the brain and the way it's developed, and the fact that we, as babies, we hear a lot of rhythm going on, and like the heartbeats, and then it moves on to the rocking. And as you'll see children, a lot of time they're sitting and rocking, or they're moving and stuff, and actually those are ways of them self-soothing. So we do a lot of rhythmic in the neurosequential model, a lot of drumming, basketball, anything rhythmic, because our brain kind of tells us, hey, if I'm doing something rhythmic, I'm safe. And so by that, we're able to get and reach them. And so we do follow that model. So.
And of course the goal is to get these children back into regular schools.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes, absolutely.
And Medicaid government grants in terms of funding, and then we typically have about a $2 million gap that then our advancement department, which I am part of, we cover.
Yeah, and I think you mentioned there's work you do, counseling, I guess you do, with the families.
Yes.
If it's not a good situation for this child to go home to every night, then where do you go from there?
We offer foster care.
Yeah.
We part of the Alexander family is we have about 200 foster care, and they are therapeutic foster care families a year.
Yeah.
We have intensive in-home services where the teams go into the families, be it with the foster care families or their regular families, whatever their family unit happens to be.
Yeah.
Then the day treatments and the outpatient.
And it seems like when we discuss topics like this, the economy always comes up. Bad economy, things get tougher at home.
Yes.
Are you seeing a lot of that situation? Lower income, or people out of work? Parents out of work, or the children are suffering because of it.
Of course.
Well, the stressors just get higher for everybody, no matter what situation.
But these children can come from any socioeconomic situation.
And I think that sometimes is a myth that it's all lower income, and that's not the case at all. These kids come from every walk of life, every family, every color. Behavioral health care for children is just a huge issue.
Yeah. And do you have siblings who are there at the same time?
We actually are fixing to get our first set of siblings. Normally it will be just one child from that family, but we are fixing to get our first set of siblings.
And I imagine children like that, when they come to a situation, the children are very close. They're very tight knit in most cases, maybe.
The individual children,
the siblings,
the siblings, they're
they look after. They're used to maybe looking after one another. Yeah. Sandy.
I just thought back when I worked at school, and when I would meet a student at the 9th grade level and watch them progress on it by the time they were a senior. And I remember they would tell me, I hate school, I'm going to quit school in the 9th grade. And then watch them walk across the line and get their diploma in 12th grade. And that I found was so rewarding.
Oh, yes.
That at some point in time it kicked in, hey, I got to do this and do this and do this.
Absolutely.
And so you get, it's monumental, this organization and what you do on a daily basis to help children, students of all kinds. And it doesn't matter who.
No.
And I've always said, too, we may not see the results at this exact moment, but I do know that someday somebody's going to look back and say, Miss A told me to whatever, Miss A, And I have personally seen huge success. One experience that we all had, because she was in our PRTF and just around and around, was a young lady that she had been severely abused, and went into care at the age of 4. And it ended up that she had stayed with us in our residential, and then she came to the day treatment in Beacon on Dallas Cherryville, and I worked with her there. And this child was kind of, I don't know how to describe it. She was so aggressive, so lost in this world, and I worked with her several years. And then it was about 2 months ago, they called me up front and say, "You got a visitor," and I went up, and I did get to see her graduate because I helped her go back to her regular school, integrate back in her regular school. And she was standing up front. She has her driver's license. She's a CNA. She was fixing to turn 21. You know, all I could do was hold her and just hold her, because I knew where she came from, and I knew where she was now.
Yeah.
And so there can be great rewards.
And go ahead. I'm sorry, Spencer.
I was just going to just tell you that since we've only been in Gaston and Cleveland counties for 4 or 5 years, that what we're aiming to do at this point in my job is really to grow the exposure for volunteers. And we desperately need those in both of the day treatments. I mean, it could be anything from lunch buddies who would come obviously on a very regular basis and a very consistent basis, and you can understand why that's very important, to things like hosting monthly birthday parties where we honor these kids just once a month, and we kind of honor all the kids who have had birthdays that particular month. And for a lot of these children, that's the only time they really get recognized. And it's so simple and so easy. I've done it with my kids, and I've got teenage boys, and so I've done it with them, and they have a ball. They come and do 3-legged races with the kids and just give them cupcakes, and it can be as simple as that. To things like I've had great groups from Garner Webb and some of the local community colleges come and just help around the facility. So just help things like straighten out. It's it can be just a couple of hours, and all ages can really do that. But I'm sure you can understand that the staff, when they are there, they are 24/7 with those kids, and they just don't have the time sometimes for the extras or the energy maybe after they get worn out at the end of the day. So we are definitely looking for some of the volunteer opportunities for all ages. And as we start to look towards the holidays, and I guess since we're November and all the Christmas tree lights are out everywhere that you go, we certainly have an Angel Network program too, and we do accommodate all of the children that are in our facility, whether they be foster care, whether they're in our residential program, day treatments, but we help about 500 children a year for the Angel Tree Network. And we have all the children who have supplied a list of things, and we've made it very simple because we want to keep it real, but just to give them like a jacket, and we've got their sizes, and we have everybody on cards and registered, and then 3 things that would be fun for them for the holidays. Typically we do have at least one, which is part of our, what we were talking about, our method of therapy, and a lot of that would, some of those things would be like an iPad or iPod or MS.
The music.
Yeah, the music, yeah.
To
so that's a huge part. The music is a huge part of our therapy. Drumming, yoga, volunteers to come in and just do yoga, once every so often. We've got pet therapy. Things like swimming, things that are, like we were saying, are repetitive. Those
something they can always count is going to happen.
Absolutely. Yes. But to have volunteers to come in and do things like that is wonderful. We've had great corporate groups to come in. Celanese came in recently, and they spent a week with us and painted classrooms for us.
Played basketball,
played
football, played cornhole boards.
And then had a great picnic for the kids and the staff that Friday. And it was unbelievable, the generosity. And I really do think that the feedback I got was they absolutely enjoyed it, maybe more than we did, if that's possible.
So if someone wants to become a volunteer, what do they do? The website, or come to Shelby or Dallas Cherryville?
They can contact me. Is there a way that I can put that on y'all's website?
Go ahead.
Okay.
Well, it's we can.
Okay. Or you can just, it's alexanderyouth.network.org. Or they can certainly contact me, or, quite frankly, just call the day treatment. We're listed in the phone book.
Okay.
In Shelby or in Gastonia.
Okay.
Or it's actually Dallas, excuse me.
Yeah.
And, anybody will be happy to help them.
Yeah.
And they know how to reach me.
Okay.
Do you operate just during the regular school year or year round? Just something year round?
year round. It is 12 months a year. I always kid and say we're 12 months a year, 365 days a year. We do take off usually for Thanksgiving, and we do close at Christmas Day. The analogy behind that is that treatment doesn't stop.
Right.
You know, it's if you can be out 3 weeks and not have treatment, then did you need treatment? You know what I'm saying? So it's more of treatment just continues through the summer, and it can be hard on our kids sometimes because they do have siblings at home. Today is a prime example. It's Veterans Day, and we, you know, our children are there because we need to continue with what we're doing with them.
Well, that's a big part of the consistency as
Yes,
well.
yes, very much so. Yes.
You know, to take off 3 months out of the year, then that kind of blows a hole in your consistency.
Oh, yeah.
I think for kids who are in regular school, too, I'm not sure that they need all that time off in the summertime.
But we do promote family involvement, too. That is a huge thing. It's not just about us and the children. It's about the whole unit. It's about us working with the family, working with the children, and just building that family unit to where these children can get and continue to be successful.
Yeah. Sandy, any...
Well, I just think it's a wonderful network of things, and just glad there's something in place for these children. A place for them to go to heal, to learn different ways of handling issues. So, you know, whether it comes through DSS, through the foster care system, or whatever, I'm just glad that they're there, that they can be, and then you can just take it step by step until they get better. And you can teach them all different kinds of tools and different ways of doing things. So, good.
And as a volunteer, it puts things into priorities, you know, into perspective real quick.
Yeah. I just think it's wonderful. And if you can volunteer, please do so. Offer to do anything and help a child or
a child for Christmas.
Yeah,
or,
that'd be great.
If you've got a corporate avenue, we certainly would love to talk more about that.
Okay. Well, ladies, thank you very much for coming in today.
Thank you for having us.
Anything else you'd like to touch on before we leave here? Did we answer or ask the questions we needed?
Feel free to contact us, and we'd love to, you know.
We also offer a once-a-month tour where we open the doors. It's the first Friday of every month from 10 until 11 at our Shelby location. And I'm going to start doing those in Gastonia and in Dallas next year.
Okay.
But it's consistently every single month. From 10 to 11 a.m. we open the doors. We kind of show you our program. You get to meet some of our staff. And one of the things that the kids do on a regular basis is African drumming. And so the children do a drumming performance. Great to see.
Okay.
It's very fun.
So for more information, just go to alexanderyouth.network.org and read up all about it and get in touch with somebody.
All right. And thank you again for coming in and talking
Thank
with
you
us.
very much.
Okay, anything we can do, you just let us know.
Yes.
If we need to
Wonderful
public service announcements for you or anything, just let us know. We'll get the word out. And we thank you folks for listening out there in the studio radio audience today and on the internet. And Sandy, tomorrow we have a show lined up for you.
We do.
A returning guest.
Returning guest John Miracle will be here, and we're going to talk about how to have a stress-free holiday season. Now, I'm anxious to know that answer's there. How to have a stress-free. So he's coming tomorrow, and on Wednesday, Travis Powell will be here. He's going to do a benefit for the Kidney Association.
All right, that's our schedule for the next couple of days on the program. And we thank you for listening in. As always, if you have any ideas for topics or guests for the show, please let us know, and we'll try to work something out. That's the Community Profile for today. We'll see you next time.
So, you know somebody who pays a monthly fee for radio?
He's a foolish fellow.
Yeah, really.
He's odd, I grant you.
Well, thank you for supporting a great American tradition, free radio.
Big O Country, WHS Shelby, WLON Lincoln, WCSL, Cherryville, Gastonia.
Here's What's Up in Cleveland, Gaston, and Lincoln counties. Brought to you by the What's Up Shopper and Big O Country, WOHS, WCSL, and WLON. The Cleveland Rutherford Kidney Association presents Christmas with the King, a tribute to Elvis with Travis Powell in concert Saturday night, December 7th at 7 p.m. at the Performing Arts Foundation at Isothermal Community College in Spindale. House seats are $25. Meet and greet seats are $35 and box seats are $50. All proceeds benefit the Cleveland Rutherford Kidney Association. For ticket information, call 704-481-9535. And the Gaston County Public Library presents the JFK Assassination 50 Years Later by legacy educator Dr. Melinda Ratchford. The event will be held on Saturday, November 23rd at 2 p.m. in the auditorium of the Gaston County Public Library. For more information, call 704-868-2164 or visit GastonCountyLibrary.org. And that's What's Up, brought to you by the What's Up Shopper, Big O Country, WOHS 1390 AM, WCSL 1590 AM, and WLON 1050 AM. For more information, go to whatsupshopper.com.
It's Big Time Revelry at the Renaissance Festival. Saturdays and Sundays, October 5th through November 24th.
You'll laugh so hard you'll wet yourself.
The Carolina Renaissance Festival, a medieval amusement park.
10 stages of music.
Comedy, daredevil antics.
Jousting nights.
The Renaissance Festival.
Happy 20th anniversary.
Incredible value.
A crafts market.
Wondrous entertainment.
Kitchens and pubs.
I love the giant turkey leg.
Huzzah!
Great Escape, you will love it.
The 20th anniversary of the Carolina Renaissance Festival.
Discount tickets at Harris Teeter stores or print yours online at renfestinfo.com. Presented by Pepsi, the Charlotte Observer.
Crazy, unique, exotic, and smells delicious.
You can save with discount Renaissance Festival admission coupons at participating Jersey Mike's locations while supplies last. Don't miss the Renaissance Festival this weekend.
Perched on the edge of your seat.
He's going to air it out, intercepted.
Blood pressure rising.
Tim Scott in the 30. Scott to the 10.
Fingernails chewed to bits.
To the 5. To the end zone. A big six.
It's Football Saturday. Catch all of the action right here on the Tar Heel Sports Network.
North Carolina, Duke, Clemson football. Right here on Big O Country, 1390 AM WHS, 1050 AM WLON, 1590 AM WCSL, and online at ktcbroadcasting.com.
There you go, Ann. Your new account is now open. Just one more little thing.
Here's your card.
What was that?
It's my new bank. Every time I turn around, I get hit with another fee.
You need to get an account at Carolina Federal Credit Union.
She's right.
Tired of getting hit by bank fees? Switch to Carolina Federal Credit Union today. Make those pains go away.
Here's your receipt.
The Big Three are ready for flu season. Come get your flu shots now at Medical Center Pharmacy in Cherryville, Falston Pharmacy in Falston, and Allen Drug in Stanley. They're your hometown pharmacy with no appointment necessary. So hurry in now and get ready for flu season. Get your flu shots now at Medical Center Pharmacy, 607 East Academy Street, Cherryville, the Falston Pharmacy, Highway 18 North in Falston, and Allen Drug Store on Main Street in Stanley, just below the Woodshed. The leaves are falling, and so are the prices at S&R Auto Sales in Shelby. Now is the time to hurry into S&R Auto Sales in Shelby for great fall savings. And down payments start as little as $699. Pick up this week's What's Up Shopper for their selection or visit their website at srautosales.com. And be sure to play their sports trivia question of the week. The leaves are falling, and so are the prices at S&R Auto Sales in Shelby, your buy here, pay here headquarters, and the home of the satisfied customer.
This message is for all of you sitting in the passenger seat. And apologies if it gets a little uncomfortable, but how does it feel to be at the mercy of someone who thinks a random text is more important than your life? Someone who takes their eyes off the road while speeding along in a 3-ton hunk of steel. Freaky, right? Well, why not just ask them to stop? Or better yet, volunteer to text for them. It might be a little awkward, but believe me, you'll live.
Learn more at StopTextStopWrecks.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
Why just listen to Cleveland County football when you can listen and watch it live? Just go to KDCBroadcasting.com and watch the game live. Featuring the Shelby Golden Lions, Crest Chargers, and Burns Bulldogs. Watch on your computer at home or on your smartphones and tablets with the free Ustream app. Search for your game of choice on Ustream. Follow us on Twitter and Facebook for links to photos, highlights, and more. Don't just listen and watch. Live action on KDCBroadcasting.com.
Live action.
America.
It's a free country.
And we're proud to be in the land of free radio. Thanks for supporting our fee-free station.
Big O Country, WHS Shelby, WLON Lincoln, WCSL, Cherville Gastonia. Parker Farm Service in Kings Mountain has America's top-selling subcompact tractor of the decade, the Kubota BX Series. And now you can save big with this special offer from Kubota and Parker Farm Service. Now you can buy the new Kubota BX Series tractor for zero money down, 0% APR financing for 60 months. But that's not all. You get a $500 customer instant rebate. Find out all the details at Parker Farm Service, 126 Bessie Drive at the Oak Grove, Highway 74 Bypass intersection, Kings Mountain.
Go to the store where you get so much more. Bargain Center Discount Grocery, where you're going to save up to 50% off your groceries. Not bad. Hey, listen to this mouth-watering special. Whole boneless strip delivered each week, only $4.29 a pound. Hillshire Farms beef smoked sausage, 13 ounces, just $1.99. And name brand pantyhose, 5 for just $5. Shop and save this and every week at Bargain Center Discount Grocery, 3485 Highway 27, just east of Lincoln.
Trust Napa Know-How and your Lincoln Auto Parts on North Generals Boulevard to have the parts you need to get the job done right. Napa Auto Parts at 136 North Generals Boulevard is open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. till 6 p.m., Saturday 8 to 4:30. Call 704-735-0411 or come by for quick, knowledgeable service from Eddie or Jason. For your car, truck, SUV, or other vehicle, get the right part. And remember, your Napa Auto Parts store in Lincoln has a full machine shop, too. Call 704-735-0411 or come by 136 North Generals Boulevard, Lincoln. Be sure to come in Napa Auto Parts of Lincoln and register for the $1,000 Christmas cash giveaway.
Hey, now that I got your attention, here's some great information on insuring your dynasty from LMI Agency in downtown Lincoln. From home to auto to commercial to personal property, LMI Agency is the place to call. No, not that kind of call. A phone call. Call 704-735-2604 or drop by their office at 228 East Main Street, downtown Lincoln. LMI Agency with property and casualty insurance for your every need. Please join us each Sunday morning right here at Big O Country for our Sunday morning live church services. On WOHS 1390 AM, it's a live church service from Calvary Baptist Church in Shelby. On WCSL 1590 AM, it's a live church service from the First Baptist Church in Cherryville. And on WLON 1050 AM, it's a live church service of the Covenant Bible Church in Lincoln. Plus, be sure to join us for our other Sunday morning programs.